Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the art class series, and today we're going to be doing a bunch of studies again, kind of like in the previous episode. I do like the way I'm doing this series so far, because it wasn't always called the art class series. It used to be called the tutorial/lesson series, and it was supposed to be a dumping area for my knowledge and stuff like that, but thankfully there's like a new thing in YouTube called courses, and maybe I can dump more. I can turn that into its own thing, right? But I want to have like a series where it's just me exploring and studying. And I'm actually surprised because I can work kind of well. Like I can do videos or do sessions that are about an hour or more. To me, back in the day, or there was a time when doing these types of sessions, like 1 hour sessions, were just too much for me. But I think you can build a tolerance for this kind of thing, right? And especially for someone who's impatient like myself. Wait, am I too zoomed in? Let me just... Oh. Wait, let me just hit delete. Right now, I'm trying to study like torsos. Because, well, since I want to do more feminine figures anyway, why not just study that to begin with? You know what, maybe it's too big. Is it though? I don't know. Oh, it goes like this. You can't see it, but I'm actually using my shoulder a bit. And so it actually goes like this. What I see. And then it's a bit of a dip there. A bit of a bone here. I'm guessing that's the pelvis area. You know, there's a guy named Michael Hampton. He has a book called Figure Drawing, Design, and Invention, something like that. And he talks about landmarks. Landmarks. Basically, there are areas in the body that you can sort of point out, and they can help guide you when you're breaking down a figure or when you're making a figure, right? So, before you can even break or make your own stuff, you do need to learn what's out there. So basically, breaking figures you see down. Right? So you can do that by looking for these landmarks. So in this case, I saw like a bone here. There's something sticking out in this area. So to me, that indicates that it's kind of the pelvis bone thing, right? And then it's funny because the leg curves slightly inward. It doesn't do this. It can do that, but in this photo, it kind of slightly curves inward. Right? So this may be the base. And I'm realizing this drawing is a bit too big. But it's fine. Well, I can just zoom out. Genius. Right? It's a mathematician level of genius there. And then we need to, since this is the landmark point, right? And this is the pelvis triangle area. We can draw like a flat plane. It's basically like a box that's being like twisted. So where would that edge be? It's gonna be somewhere here, right? Maybe somewhere there. Oh. And then do this. Kind of like that. By the way, this person has clothing on, so that's also something I have to learn. Like, as much as I love drawing, nudes, how often are people in nudes, right? Or like bare naked? It's kind of rare, unless you're doing certain scenes, fine. But I want to learn how to draw people, while still giving the allure, while still being attractive and having like a shapely form, yeah, but oh my fucking god. Kinda like that. It hurts to see. Maybe I need to twist the canvas a bit, kind of like that. Oh, it's gonna be somewhere. The chest is kind of high. I'm guessing they're wearing a bra. Some kind. You know what? I would draw the underlayer first, or the under like wiring. So it goes like this, which means it's gonna be just like that. Right now, you can't see me, but you should know I want to throw something because this is frustrating. Interesting, the belly is kind of sticking out a bit, way more than I thought it would. You know what? I'm overdoing maybe the leg here. It's supposed to be like this actually, and then the line is actually here, right? And then it's actually like a straight line, kind of almost a straight line. It curves around this area and does that. Interesting, it kind of does that a bit for some reason. I'm just fascinated with people who can draw without having too much anatomy. Like they just know like the essential body parts or the flesh or the mass, and they can get away with kind of winging the anatomy. And to me, I don't mind that. I'm not too. I think I'm trying to copy this thing too much to the point where I'm not learning, which can happen. Where, you know what? Let me just draw the midline. So it's somewhere there. Maybe I'll do this instead. Holy shit, I think it kind of helps a bit. Well, maybe it's not that pointy, but we can just round up that tip a bit. And do that. It's kind of hard drawing like round spherical things in perspective. For example, if I make a box like this, drawing a circle like this always troubles me. I'm not even gonna attempt it. So, is this even a good study? I don't even know. It's a good study. It's not that bad, but I feel like it's taking up too much of the freaking canvas. Let's chill the fuck out here. Make it smaller, kind of like that. And let's see if we can like replicate it. We're seeing it from below, so the lower half will be way bigger than say the upper half. So we can do this. Belly button is actually somewhere here. They're wearing like a swimsuit, so it's kind of hard to see. But so this is the upper chest. Imagine them being wearing like a bra. Or not a bra, but a sports bra, meaning it's like a tank top, but it goes just around or just below the breast area. And then there's a little bit of a gap here. Do this. Let's make it, push it even more. Not even more, it's like about the same length. And then a little bit, it bends just a bit there. Oh, it doesn't bend like this, it bends like this. It squishes like this and then boom. So if this is the pelvis area, it's gonna be like around where the crotch is. That's where it sort of like it peaks like a mountain and then it goes down, right? You know, like that. That's something that I did not know, or it kind of confused me before. So it kind of bends like this. Add a bit of a bulge, I don't mind having a bit of a bulge, especially if it's like a girl. Apparently, because someone mentioned before in the comments, because I was referring to this person named, it's the cousin of the niece of Julia Roberts, who is also an actress, and she had this like, I've mentioned this a couple of times now, but this you know, let me make a new layer so you can just like she had, let's see if I can draw it. Like she had this, like it's like a side, like you're seeing her from the side, right? It's like a paparazzi kind of photo, and she was wearing something kind of tight. It's color black, but she had like this bulge. Kind of like that. I believe she was wearing a black dress or something. Like that. And his there, she had like long hair, but this part over here like got people's attention. Well, by people I mean men. Because it was, I guess it's because it's not normal to see it like movies or advertisements, but it's actually something that guys like. Oh my god, why am I having so much trouble? Like it looks like it's fat, but it's not. It's like a bulge. And I'm not even doing it right. I think the ribs is a bit too. It's kind of like this, right? Oh, kind of like that. Oh my fucking lord. Yeah, I think I'm doing it wrong, but you get the point. I feel like I'm gonna throw. Let me just bring this a bit down. It's a bit too much. Maybe rotate it and just pull her a bit, kind of like that. Like relax, bro. Okay, I think I see it. Oh, I think I found it. There you go. That's like the belly button. Oh, I did that by accident, and then the belly, and then boom. This part. I think I did it. It's a good uterus. So apparently I saw like a diagram that if this is like the intestine, let's say this is the bootylicious. I'm sorry. Leg. If this is like the intestine, right? The uterus is like that's where the thing is. There's like a little thing here, and that's the uterus. So it's sort of behind the intestines, and that's why that space, that bit of flesh, that organ essentially is pushing the intestines forward. That's why women tend to have like a bulge. So it's hard for them. Not some women can, but they typically will have some kind of bulge, kind of like this. Obviously, guys don't have this organ thing, a uterus, so that's why it doesn't. What are we doing? What the? I've had this happen before where I select stuff in the layer here, but it also affects the previous layers. Maybe was I selecting the old layer? Fucking cunt. I'll fix it. Seems like I think I can see it just a tad bit. Close enough. Close enough. Fuck you. Jesus, mother of God. Close enough. Does it affect? Oh shit. Oh. Oh wait. Oh. Why does it do? Was I selecting the wrong layer? Or let me just, maybe it does the thing where, let me just hide this. Okay, I'll do it again. Control T. I'll move it here. Oh, I think it was just selected. Like I was selecting both layers. Oh my bad. I'll hide this. I'm gonna do this. Did it change anything here? Nothing. I'll do this again. I mean, this is kind of okay, but it's still kind of ugly. Oh my god, let me just let me just see. Okay, nothing changed. Just shade this a bit because I want to show that this is an actual leg. Or this is the other leg. Like it's not a quad. Like that's what bigger quad is. Uterus. Okay, so I think that was like a side note, but now we're gonna be doing a. So I'm kind of replicating what I just studied here. So yeah, this torso, the upper part is gonna be way shorter than this part because we're seeing it from below. If this is an arrow, we're seeing it kind of like this. Wow, arrow. And yeah. And then the belly button is actually about just above this bone here. Oh, I'm drawing the angle of the. It's supposed to be like this. Imagine a triangle like that. And then just a little bit of a bulge there. It's a little fat. Okay, relax. Sorry, I just get so excited. Landmarks. Okay. You can't really see it as much here. Maybe it's because they're not pushing the leg out too much, so the bone is not protruding, but it's definitely here. And then it's almost a straight line, but it does curve out, like slightly just curve out a bit, which does seem odd, but it's definitely a thing. And then it does this. You can see the legs here, but okay, and the boobs are gonna be somewhere. Let's keep it simple, right? Not too obvious, but definitely there. I think it's good to draw the midpoint. It does go beyond. Oh, you can see like the color. You can't see the bone. Like this line here. It's sort of being hidden by her chest. Interesting. That's something I failed to do. And then it goes like kind of like this. Again, drawing curves and like a plane is kind of hard, but that's basically how it is, right? So you can't, that's where the shoulder line is. Do you see that? You can't see that. Like it's behind the breasts. So that's something I have to consider. Interesting. It points more like this. But this one, I'm doing it right. It's supposed to point. It's pointing sort of like this. which means I have to change the angle of this breast, meaning the pointy area is gonna be somewhere here. No, like that actually. Oh! Now again, she's wearing like a bra, kind of like that. Right? Let's slightly. Well, it's not a bra, but oh, what? She's wearing a suit, like a swimsuit. Okay. So it kind of goes like that. I think it kind of looked more like this, but I think she's opening her shoulder to this area, so it kind of makes sense why her boobs would be like, or this boob right here would be going there. Wow, someone's analytical. Then okay, that's not important. It's like a freaking. Okay. I feel like it's supposed to be, if this is like halfway, it's supposed to be around here. It's like the mid part, like between the pelvis and the mid part of the body, where it kind of bends usually. That's where the belly button would be. Now, I know people's anatomy, it differs from person to person, but just slightly erase. Let's just slightly suggest. I think I'm drawing the arrow wrong. We're not seeing. It's gonna do this actually. Curve. You're seeing it from this angle. You don't see the underside. There you go. It kind of makes sense now. Are the arrows confusing? Let me just remove that. I think it's good enough. You know what? Let me just bring this a little closer. Oh, am I selecting the other layer? No, fuck, I'm so paranoid. I think I have to hide the layer maybe. Fuck off. Wrong layer again. Oh my. I'm so paranoid. Maybe I can change the setting for the lasso. Wait, let's just leave it as it is. Simple. Let me hit L. I'm gonna hit D. Lasso, correction. I just have to be aware, I guess, of here I'm selecting. Or maybe I could just lock like a layer to be safe. So we have like the uterus study. Let's say the uterus. Am I spelling it right? I'm so angry. Uterus bulge. It's a good it's a good sketch, right? Oh, I'm actually kind of cool. Wow, shader. That's too much. So like, keep it simple. Right? Oh, let's erase this part. Oh. Oh my frick, that's a good knee. Let's bring this. Am I selecting the old layer? Oh my god, I'm so anxious. Yeah, just have to make sure it's hidden or something. Wait, did I move it again? No fucking way. Oh shit. I think it's safe. I think I'm just being a bit paranoid. Drama. Oh my god, I'm so OCD or something. Anyway, so we'll just lock this to lock. What time is it? Oh, it's been 30 minutes. We're closing in on 30 minutes. Not too bad, not too bad. We have like an extra random page about the uterus. Oh, you know what? I see something wrong here. This part is supposed to be... We're supposed to see a little bit of it, actually. Like that. Then we can shade it. Right? I mean, it's a lot closer, I guess. You know what? I think this knee is a little too low. Is it though? You know what? I don't... Let me just... Yeah, I think what should happen is... There should be more here. Almost. Like that. Am I right? Or am I... Right? Kinda close. It's good enough. Jesus. I'm gonna stop it. Okay, let's study more bellies. I want to learn the science of the belly. So, yeah, I think I should be a bit more... What brush am I using? I'm dry. Okay. Kinda... This... So notice how we're kind of zoomed out of the canvas, right? So midpoint. Let's keep this. Oh my god. I think I'm rushing it too much. Alright, it's kind of here. The belly somewhere like that. And then... So notice how it's like a third. Like if you can split this into like roughly 3 parts. Anyway, and then obviously it will change depending on the perspective. But right at the reference is like we're kind of seeing this person from this view. Angle is kind of like this. It's kind of slightly bent. Why am I drawing the hand? Let me just draw the leg. And like this. The pelvis is gonna be somewhere here, right? Crotch. A V. Roughly indicated. How did I draw? Cause it's not like they have a flat stomach. How do you suggest this area over here? And then it does a little bit of that. Oh, it's like a wraps around. Kind of goes up a bit. And then it's being like pulled, right? Yeah, that's something I want to learn too. Like, how do you draw clothes? You know, I feel like it's a little too close. Like this part, let's just move this guy. Just there you go. Time to study the belly. Oh, come on. Sorry. Oh, it's actually not that low, or it's, yeah, it kind of starts a little bit here. I'm not usually a fan of cross-hatching, but I don't mind. Like, it's gonna be. And then it kind of points. Oh, let's just stop this. Points out. Okay, around where the crotch is. Do you see that? Actually, kind of low. Yeah. The crow. Oh. That's usually where it kind of dips or where it peaks. Oops, I should have used the eraser. Oh my god, sometimes I accidentally hold the zoom, or it switches to zoom, or I don't hit B, so I want to show it kind of dips out a bit. Oh, that took a while. Holy fuck. So I'm not gonna pay attention to the other stuff too much, only because it's not the priority. But I'm gonna just slightly suggest some. Just a silhouette. The shoulder does dip a bit, just a little bit, and then it. Interesting. Just a little bit of that. Okay, that's a good belly study. Basically, there's some fat in there, right? Oh shit, deja vu. Pretty cool, right? Deja vu. It's like, I know there are tons of like explanations for it, but it's still a nice, regardless of the what your opinion is, it's just a cool thing to be able to experience. Okay, it's a good study, not too bad. More bellies. Let's find more bellies. Mommy, come in. Okay, I do like this one. What's our time? 37 minutes, so we're closing in on 40 minutes. I think we can do an hour. We'll try to do like an average of for these like art class episodes. I think 1 hour is pretty good. Oh, I'm out of coffee. By the way, it's my second coffee for today. It does have creamer, it does have sugar, so I'm cooked. Anyway. But it's kind of cold. I could have reheated it, but anyway, it's my last sip anyway, so it's for this specific cup anyway. How do you... I want to draw it like without measuring too much, or by being gestural, right? So kind of like that. Do you see that? The line here is kind of obvious. Right? The line here. Let's use a dark line. And then we'll do this. So it kind of goes out. And then, oh. You can actually see the rib cage kind of in, oh, it's kind of low actually. Like the V, I can see the V's right here. The cage, interesting. You know, I may have to move this character or this study just a little bit to the right. Am I selecting any layers? No, I'm not. Relax. Stop being it's locked anyway. Okay. And then... See? Sometimes I forget to hit B or my brush tool. Yeah. It does that. And then line is obvious. It does that. Interesting. You can actually see. I want to embolden those lines. Like these are the lines you can see in the body. Some of these lines are like constructive lines. They're just there to like okay, we can do a little bit of this. Oops. And then it does this. So like a line. Oh, it's exact. That's where the rib kind of ends, I guess. With that. Oh, it's actually kind of low. The belly button is way lower. I thought it was gonna be here. I have to remember that when the perspective changes, it's gonna be different. So I think drawing a diamond can help a bit. Do you see that? A diamond that kind of curves on the inside. Like it. Helps me anyway. I think it's still low. I think it's also nice to add like this triangle. It's where it's this little pocket of like just in the opposite side of your elbow. I don't know. It kind of looks. It's like an easy thing to draw. So. I feel like I don't. Let me just redraw it again. We'll make a smaller version. Go higher up. Come in as I. Time 42 minutes. Again, this is my area of focus, the belly. I think. I'm trying to focus on the main like lines here. The less construction, let's try to do it like directly. And so how would we do that? We'll try to draw a thumbnail. It's kind of like this. Okay, no, we'll draw these like the outer lines first, kind of like this. Like it's so close. Like this leg is a little too. And then it kind of protrudes slightly a little bit, or kind of like that, because that's where the rib is like sticking out. And the belly is actually way lower. I'm exaggerating this part over here in some of these like outer lines, but I just need to do that so I can remember like what lines go above the rest, you know? Mid lines, like oh, it actually breaks the silhouette a bit. Interesting. If it goes down too much, we'll just do. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Like it's being squished a bit. Like it's too thin actually. Oh, I observed wrong. So it's actually, it goes like this. This line is actually way longer than it is. The skin is like bending that much. Oh no, that's not how far it goes. Kind of like that, and then you know what? Let me just erase this, and let's redo it again. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking. Inside line, and then it goes like this. Perfect. Because it's important to know how things look like on the outside, like which lines. Maybe this one's a little too off. It's supposed to go kind of long. It connects to the belly here. And then this. Does that. Okay, what time is it? 49? Yeah, I think we're done. It's basically 15 minutes. Although we did cheat because this isn't like a study, it's more of a explanation, but it's good enough. So we're gonna spend the last. You know what? Maybe we'll do one more, just for funsies. We'll see what comes up. You know what? We can do it next time. Because as much as I want to do more, I have other things to do. Because I do a lot of stuff. You know what? Let me just check my to-do list. Because we can spend the remaining time. Because I do color these to help with the thumbnail. Yeah, I need to learn how to manage. Let's not overdo it because I have other things to do. So we'll spend the remaining time just coloring this. New layer, we'll put this together. New layer, we'll put this together. New layer. So get all three of these to multiply. And then we'll hide this, we'll start here. Ta-da! We'll hit like a round brush. And then we'll click light yellow. This one's a bit too strong, this one. Right? Pretty cool. And they do advise you should try this where you make like a study first. from reference, and then you try to replicate it. You can even reference your study to help guide you. I think it's it just helps ingrain the idea a lot more. I feel. Oh yeah, and I think it's good to spend like some time, like when I'm doing this coloring thing, I get to talk a bit more because I'm not like drawing, so I'm not thinking too much. I mean, the only thinking here is, well, me talking, but also filling in the gaps for just, it's like I'm working on a coloring book, you know. I can explain stuff more, I guess. Should I even draw the arrows? Or, you know what? Okay, let's try coloring the arrows. Oh, very cute. Okay. Can I do these every day? It would be fun, but I'm trying to balance all sorts of stuff, and it's hard, guys. It's hard doing this, but I think I can do it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. And it's also color the original one, obviously. Oops. I would love some coffee, but I think I need to stop. Let me just drink some water. Yeah, I don't think I drank enough water today, so... So how's your day going, guys? And gaiases? I'm fine. Hopefully you're doing well, wherever you are. In your journey, in your path, in your... where, you know, whatever. I want to talk about something, but right now my mind is like blanking a bit. I'm not sure if it's because it's that early, but you know, I feel like I'm running out of time. And it's not just like like who doesn't want to get better or just succeed, make progress in general in life? Who doesn't want to achieve all those things faster, right? Sad truth is it takes time, and I'm still trying to get over the fact or the concept of slow is actually fast, meaning you can't rush progress. The best speed you can have is just doing it slowly, which does bother me a little bit because I feel like I can't accept that, but that's how it usually turns out. How it often turns out. Whatever. But I think it's you just sort of get used to it, I guess, or you kind of don't even have a choice. So you just sort of have to keep showing up and it will eventually come to your lap. It reminds me of a saying by, or a concept by Jim Rohn. One of my favorite like motivational speakers, or not motivational, but in terms of like mindset and stuff like that. Success is looking for a good place to stay. So if you're someone who's like you have to be someone who attracts. I feel like it's supposed to be somewhere here. Sorry, you're supposed to be someone who attracts success. Like it's not something you get, it sort of comes to you. Which means you have to be the person who success wants to hang around with and be with. It's almost like a muse or some kind of spirit where you kind of watch or like they're looking for someone to support. They want to make sure you're like showing up and doing your thing. And showing your devotion to this like goddess, the spirit, and it will grant you gifts along the way. It will even test you. I think we're done with this one. Not bad. Not bad at all. Do you like my British accent? It's... sorry. Not that good, but... oh, you know what? It's... I feel like it's... I don't like it. I wanna... do that. There it is. Just a bit of... oof. I feel like that's too much. Let me just... now I'm one day outside. Sometimes I wonder, where am I going in life, you know? But the thing is, the future isn't, you know, it's not guaranteed. So instead of like wondering about the future and worrying, just do what you want to do and be smart about it. For example, yes, I'm showing up here. I could just draw randomly, but I'm being smart. Why not share my work on YouTube? Right? Why not record my sessions and make it into content? You know what I mean? If I'm gonna draw, why not use reference? Why not focus on something I want to improve on? In this case today, for this session, it's bellies. Because I did something on Patreon. It's not safe for work, but I did this like test in terms of I was testing out the process that I could use for my work, and I kind of found a way to like start with a rough sketch and then paint it roughly as well. But in the end, you kind of have something that looks somewhat decent. So I did a test of that, but while I was drawing, yes, the drawing was kind of sketchy. I did notice that I kind of don't know how bellies work too much. So that's why I decided to, oh, you know what, I'll do a study on bellies. So if you don't know what to do, just study something that bothers you. Let's say you try and draw or paint something and you realize, oh, this part is bothering me. Why does it not look good? Then focus on that to study. In that way, it's very specific to the kind of work you're doing anyway. And that's way better instead of picking something, because I have so many like references or photos. Instead of like picking stuff randomly, why not make it more deliberate, right? And going back to the whole future thing, you'd worry about all those things, but why not just focus on today? And but I felt like I lost the point a bit, or I'm losing the point. Just be deliberate today. If you're worrying about the future too much, be deliberate today. Be choosy. Like this action of mine that I'm doing right now, where will it lead? Where could it lead? Right? Should I draw the side like this? You know, I prefer it like this. And just because again, there's no guarantee, so I think my mindset here is, what can I do to increase my chances, right? If I want to get better at this thing, I just have to show up and practice something that, for example, I used to be so averse to like references because I want to do imaginative stuff, right? I mean, who doesn't want to draw stuff from imagination? But your imagination is sort of tied to what you know and what you've like practiced. So if you have nothing in your mind, well, that means it's gonna be hard to like make stuff from imagination because you don't have any like tools or concepts to construct with. So You can be deliberate by practicing, doing some studies with reference, and kind of like what I'm doing now. That's one way you can be a bit more productive. Just increase your chances. There are no guarantees in life, just increase your chances. Like with drawing, showing up today increase my chances? Yes, because I'm practicing. And this will add to like my quantity or volume of experience of work. And it's gonna lead me to better art eventually. It's not a guarantee, but it does increase my chance. I mean, compare that to not doing anything. I mean, do you think not doing anything will increase your chances of succeeding? It's probably it's not gonna work, you know. So, if you're struggling with the whole guarantee thing, because thinking about the future, it's so like uncertain, and that's what bothers people. That's what bothers me. But we don't really have a choice. It's just the nature of. Oh, you forgot this leg. Life. A good job. Let's try doing this. Is that even part of the leg? Or is that like a sketch? Like a rough sketch? Or a guide? So just... What I know is, by showing up now, I'm on the path. I'm on the path. And in a way, you sort of have to be somewhat delusional and not overthink things, because if you start thinking, even it's not even overthinking. If you start thinking too rationally, I don't think it's like if you're doing something risky or creative in general, which is risky, kind of have to tone down your analytical mind a bit. Can't be too. That's why when it comes to like successful people, they tend to be kind of dumb, but they're not actually dumb. They just know to turn or not allow their brain to do too much. They'll think a little or think deliberately, but they'll shut that part of their brain off so they can act. Because if you allow your brain to do too much work, it's not gonna act, because it's going to think of a million ways. Because it can think about hundreds or thousands of scenarios where the thing you're doing will not work. Like, that's how powerful it is. It can like imagine entire worlds, right? So don't allow that to happen. You can like stop that by just turning it off and just acting and choosing to be somewhat dumb. Which sounds weird, but you kind of have to be a bit delusional. You know, that is what people mean when they say be somewhat delusional. And you will see this a lot in like the business community as well. Again, it's a risky thing. Not everyone succeeds, which is also something you have to understand. But are you going to allow the fact that a lot of people will not succeed to over your mind? I mean, it's a valid thing. It's a valid consideration, but it essentially it comes down to choice. Like, what do you want to do with your life? To me, I'm in a point where if I fail, I fail. And it may not be the smartest thing, but it's the smartest thing as well. It's not smart because I could fail. But if I do win, if I do make it, quote unquote make it, air quotes make it, also pretty smart, right? I think. Hopefully. Cope. We'll stop around there. Or maybe like that. Because we didn't draw the arm, so we don't know where it is. We'll just suggest it. Oh, by the way, brushes, links below. You can support the channel, by the way, by doing that. Also, if you're interested, check the Patreon. Get to see the darker, not darker, but the more naughty stuff. So, like, subscribe. If you can't support financially, which does happen, a like would help. Or comment something, because I'm not even sure if it helps the algorithm, but I've heard other YouTubers say that, so I guess. You know what? I'm gonna stop around the arm because I think it's too weird. I'm gonna match it with the other arm. Kind of like that. I think it looks cooler this way. So now you have like some kind of symmetry. Just drink some water. I'm so freaking dehydrated. You know, I'm kind of worried sometimes, like, will I even have a family? Because especially nowadays where hope for the future, it's like a common experience because the world is changing fast. If you know, you know. Like there's so many things happening, like world changing stuff. Sometimes I try to keep up with. I mainly watch like independent news. Basically, not independent meaning it's outside of those stuff. Like it's not left or right. It's like the bigger picture stuff. And it can get depressing sometimes. Like, is there any hope? Maybe. So I think sometimes it's good to just turn it off. I don't totally turn it off because I want to stay informed and just know what's going on, but at the same time, there are days where I just don't have it on. Because I have to work, first of all, but also, it's not even the work, it's the weight of it. Like, it's just too heavy for my soul sometimes. Even on TikTok, like whenever, because there are some sad stories there. I think I used to cry a lot on TikTok, only because of the video. But I think I've developed like a habit of quickly scrolling up because my heart can't take, like your heart is not, it can't take that amount of trauma or sad things, bad things constantly. You have to protect your vulnerable little heart. And it's not being like, you're not being bad, you're just being smart. And it's not just being smart, it's about being nice to yourself and knowing that you have limits and your heart can't be that open. I mean, you can be that open, but you're not gonna be able to function essentially. I could add like a white stuff here to show like an opening, but yeah, whatever, I'll just leave it as it is. Let me save to be safe. Saved. Okay. Alright. I'm enjoying this. It's like having a coloring book. And you can just sort of zone out a bit and relax. It's still technically work, but it's a kind of work that is chill. And maybe that's what some artists, especially those who like do heavy rendering, think Sakimi-chan level, or Feng Zhu. Like they talk about, especially Feng Zhu, like when they render, sometimes they their brain turns off a bit, meaning they can relax because they're not thinking too much. And I wanna, I'm kind of feeling the same thing, but I haven't really done it for like a rendering. I'm just coloring this for the thumbnail to make it clean. You know, I could even, you know what? I should post this online, right? Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, do you like me? Do you like my voice? My singing voice? You know, sometimes I want to sing. But I just don't have the talent for it. Or the skill. I know people can learn how to sing, but I've tried. It just, I don't know. I think I should accept the fact that I have a lane and it's gonna be art. Some mechas, some chicks, some twinks, some furries. This is my life now. This is my life. What is this? Is that like a thing? Okay, I don't even know what's going on here. Oops. What's our time? Oh, 1:12. Yeah, it was a smart idea to. So I guess when it comes to doing these episodes, excuse me, I should stop at around like 50 minutes. And for the past episodes, I've noticed that I've noticed for the past episodes, I think 3 layers or 3 pages is enough for me. And I can do that within like an hour or something. And also the last part of the video should be this, just coloring, filling in the yellows. Basically you're masking the thing. Isn't this cool? It's so freaking cool. Yeah, so technically it's like 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes of work, like studies, and then the last part will be this. And in the end, it's usually going to be just over an hour. So there you go. And again, it's going to be roughly 3 pages on average, or 3 layers on average. And I think that's a sustainable way to work. Yeah, we can always work more, but you have to think, I can work more today, or I can work more overall in a week by sort of splitting my work. And that's something that I'm doing more of. It's kind of hard to do because I can do this thing where I do a lot of work today, but tomorrow I'm just so tired, like to the point where I don't do work. But to me, that's not sustainable. Like I have to learn to work but stop in an appropriate time so I can keep working the next day and the following days. So in the end, overall, you actually do more work. If you feel like you're cutting yourself short, but you're actually doing more for yourself. Should I color the neck a bit? Maybe somewhere here. I think that's fine. Oh, that's good. So we have page. Oh, should we lock it? Lock it, pop it. Okay. Let's review. Page 1. Page 2. Well, this wasn't even a study. It was more of an explanation, but we'll count it as a study, right? Because we are studying like the anatomy of the uterus and the bulge. So I think it counts. And some more belly studies. Right? So hopefully you enjoy this episode. Again, check out my Gumroad, my Patreon, links below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope you have a good day. See you in the next episode. Bye.